this new information actually makes me feel like a betrayed fan. How could this be true?
Because we're beautiful. Future.
Whatever. My regular niffler. Hello beautiful people, how's it going? I'm back with another video, and today we're going to be talking about all of the new Fantastic Beasts theories that I have created over the past couple of weeks, because we've been getting so much new information lately and I haven't been vlogging and I haven't been talking to you guys about the movie or the new information we've gotten. Literally over the past couple of weeks we've received information on set visits, character descriptions, new images from like calendars that are being released. The movie is literally only 60 days away, which is really exciting for me, and I know a lot of you must be really excited as well. And due to all of the amazing information that Warner Brothers has been kind enough to give us all, we now have a lot of new information to talk about. More specifically, there will be 4 things that I wanted to address, and I will be addressing them in 4 different videos, each under the new Fantastic Beasts hashtag on YouTube. For those of you who might be new to the channel, hi, welcome. I do a lot of Harry Potter and Fantastic Beasts videos, as you can see by my Harry Potter display that I have literally staring at me in my room. It is kind of weird when I go to bed sometimes. And for those of you who are subscribed and have just come back to watch a new video of mine, hi, welcome. I love you guys, honestly. So what I've decided to do is to split all of these videos into different characters. And so in today's video, I'm going to be focusing on Queenie and Jacob because, wouch, this is going in a direction that I really didn't think we were going to be going in. Just to make sure that you guys know that this is all credible information, this article was released by Collider when they actually went to Warner Brothers at Leavesden and did like a bunch of interviews. And basically they were kind enough to give us all of the character descriptions for the new Fantastic Beasts movie. Apart from the fact that they haven't talked to us about the Maledictus or what her name is. But that's a completely different topic for a completely different video. So before I talk to you about my actual theories on what's gonna happen, let's read. This is Collider's character description on Queenie Goldstein. Queenie has fallen in love with no match baker Jacob Kowalski, which is new information by the way. Despite the Wizarding World laws forbidding their relationship and the painful rift it has caused between her and her sister Tina. Well, intent on finding a way for her and Jacob to be together, she has used magic to whisk Jacob unwittingly to England where magical laws are more permissive. What? However, the ruse backfires, threatening their budding romance and leaving Queenie desperate and vulnerable. Wouch. If you guys haven't seen my video on Queenie potentially joining the dark side in the Crimes of Grindelwald, I really highly suggest that you do so, because that really is turning out to be something that I actually may have been correct in, which is actually something that I should be happy about, but I'm really not, because that literally means that Queenie would join Gellert Grindelwald. What really shocked me about this article is that this is a whole lot of information. I mean, it is a lot. In fact, it actually tells you what happens in the beginning of the film, or maybe the first quarter of the film. I don't know. To sum it all up, Queenie and Jacob are in love, and Tina apparently doesn't like it, which I guess we kind of assumed in the first film, but we never actually got like a solid confirmation. Which leads Queenie to actually charm Jacob into leaving his job in New York and moving with her to London, which is completely not okay. I mean, that's such a bad character choice. Obviously, it's Jo, and I know that she's gonna do something amazing with it, but that is a really sketchy thing to actually like go forward with. I mean, that's like non-consensual. I mean, I don't even know how to describe it. But then again, I guess you could say that Fantastic Beasts is a story about love and loss, and so I'm not really surprised that complicated relationships are gonna be a contributing factor into the plot of the story. I mean, I don't think any of us would really be that surprised. But here's the problem, right? Moving on to Jacob's description in this Collider article. While Jacob shares Queenie's desire for them to be together, he is nevertheless upset to find himself suddenly in England, having no memory of how he got there, and realizing that Queenie has magically taken matters into her own hands. That is literally unconsensual, like... With Queenie able to read his mind, his thoughts, while unspoken, are enough to drive her away in tears, and he will need Newt Scamander's help to go after her. So essentially, Fantastic Beasts is not only going to delve with one unhealthy relationship, it's going to delve into, like, 7. Great. In terms of how this is going to play out, I know that J.K. Rowling isn't the best at writing love stories, but I do give her hope and faith that she's going to actually handle this very well. Upon early test screenings, there were people who claimed that this movie struggled with character development and the fact that some characters made really bad choices, and that, I guess, is what this is, and I'm just honestly really surprised that they released this information. I mean, nevertheless, we do know the last trailer is going to come out within the next 10 days, but I didn't actually think that it was going to be this intense, and I never thought that from where we left off in the last film with Queenie and Jacob literally just being happy and Jacob seeing her at the bakery would ever move on to her literally whisking him away and taking him to England, which I guess is where this new image that was released from a calendar takes place in, because you can see in the picture that they're actually holding a broken vase, so maybe Jacob is actually like drunk over this. Maybe it's Newt who has to save him when he sees him, because clearly Newt would probably be the one to be all like, hey, hold on, something's wrong here, and then remove the spell off of him. But that is really, really shocking, and it's crazy that anyone would depict Queenie as that kind of character to do something like that. But then again, she is a character who is driven solely by love. But again, her being illegitimate, that makes it so complicated, because clearly she's going to be upset. I mean, we've never seen Queenie cry in the movies, and I guess that's a really good thing for Alison Sudol to be handling. Which actually, now that I think about it, was mentioned in an interview that they did, that Queenie had to do a really, really powerful scene in the film. So yeah, maybe that's it. In terms of where the story is going to go from then, now I finally understand why Queenie is so divided from everybody in the trailers and the posters. She's literally just not around. I mean, she flies off to Paris, I guess, which is also where Tina is, but that's because Tina's looking for credence. I don't know, it's very complicated. But again, in the article, it does stress that it leaves Queenie alone and vulnerable, which again reinforces the idea that she could join the dark side. And I mentioned in the theory video that the reason she would ever join Gellert Grindelwald is so she could be with Jacob, because realistically, Gellert Grindelwald's idea is to bring muggles and wizards together. And obviously the wizards would be taking over the muggles, but at least they'd know about each other, and that would unconstrict Queenie and Jacob from being together. It is a really messed up price to pay though, because he would essentially have to be a slave to them, which, you know what, I don't know. But nevertheless, you guys know I'm unbelievably excited for this movie to come out, and I really hope you guys enjoyed me rambling on about how I think Queenie and Jacob are going to handle everything they need to handle in Fantastic Beasts: The Crimes of Grindelwald. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you made it this far, you might as well go follow me on my social medias, because the links are always down below. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please leave me a like and a comment, and subscribe to my channel to see a lot more Harry Potter content. Bye guys!